Here's a quick little video on Back in Black by ACDC. This one will be a short one, kind of just going over some of the main parts that people enjoy in Back in Black. And I'm pretty confident that this is a song that pretty much anybody can learn. If you're learning how to play the guitar, this is a really good one to learn. We're going to be learning about some things called power chords, and we'll be starting off on a thing called the pentatonic scale. This is a great little song to practice those things, so it'll be fun to do it. I have my electric guitar here, and I have it hooked up to an amp with some pretty cool effects going on. So that's what makes it sounds cool. But if you don't have an electric guitar and you don't have an amp, that's okay. You can still play the song, and it still sounds cool on an acoustic guitar. It just won't sound the same. It'll sound a little bit different, but it'll still sound really cool. And so you'll play the exact same as well. So that's good news for anyone that doesn't have an electric guitar. So what we're going to be using in this lesson are power chords. So if you don't know what a power chord is, basically, according to my understanding, a power chord is just 2 or 3 of your strings playing. And so it's kind of just like some of the bass strings. And it sounds really cool when you play them together. It sounds really powerful. I guess maybe that's why they call it a power chord. I don't know. But this is kind of the original power chord. It looks like an E minor shape. If you'll look, that's an E minor. But instead of playing every single string, you're only going to focus on playing these first 3 strings, the 3 thickest ones that are the bass strings, okay? And when you play it, I want you to, instead of using your pointer finger and your middle finger, oh, look at the lines in my fingers. Instead of using those ones, I want you to use your pinky and your ring finger. And you'll see why here in a second. It's because you'll be sliding around. So it's good practice, okay? So practice playing on your A string right here, your 2nd string here on your 2nd fret, and on your D string here, the 3rd string down on the 2nd fret as well, okay? And then what you're going to try to do is you're going to try to lay your pinky, if you can, across these other 3 strings, but don't press down on them, just have it laying on top of them. And what that'll do is that'll mute them so that they're not playing as much. And that way, you're still going to not try to strum them when you do. But that way, if you do hit them, then it's okay. It won't be as loud because they're kind of muted. And then another thing you can also do, this is kind of just if you want, if you think it sounds good. If not, you don't have to do it. Is you can kind of put your thumb over here as well, and you can lay it on top of this E string. And that way, you can still hear it, but it's just not going to ring as long. It's going to kind of be more abrupt, like that. So, and what I like to do is I'll press down right here with these 2 fingers. This one's just laying here. This one's not doing anything right now. These 2 fingers I'll be pressing down. I'll have this thumb laying on this one. And as soon as I strum, I'll just try to strum these 3. And then I'll lift up my pinky and my ring finger really quick like that. And have them, I won't pull them completely off like that, but they won't be pressing down. They'll just be sitting on it. So it'll be muting it. So it'll make it sound really abrupt. Just like that. So that's your first chord, okay? But there's actually something you'll be doing before you do that, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to have your hand ready to play that. So you're ready to press down right there. But you won't be pressing down anything. You'll just be muting all of the strings, okay? And then you're going to do this. You're going to go. And that's kind of how the song starts out. So you just, and I can't remember exactly how it goes, but you can just do like 4, just go. And then you're gonna, I like to smack after I do it. I go. Okay, so that's the first part of the song. You'll do that. Then here's where it gets a little bit trickier, but it's still not hard at all. You definitely got this, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna transition these fingers from these 2 strings over to this string and this string. So your 3rd string and your 4th string right there. So just keep them on the same fret, but do that, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to slide them up here to your 5th fret. So that fret that has the 2nd dot on it, okay? And then you're going to take your pointer finger and you're going to play on your third fret here on your second string, okay? Like that. That's your next power chord, okay? So that's a power chord too. And the reason that you got to put down your pointer finger is because it's all got a transition up relative. So when you played this first one, pretend that your pointer finger's right here, right? Because this is basically acting like your pointer finger right there. So that's why you don't need to play it on the first one. But then on the second one, you are going to have to do it. Hopefully that makes sense to you. If not, let me know. But and then also another quick trick you're going to do here is your pointer finger is going to be really key. You're going to press down on this one, but then you're also going to want to press it into the side of this string right here to mute it. And if you do that, then you'll be muting it so that you don't have to worry so much about missing this string and then hitting these three. That way you can kind of hit it, but you won't really hear it very much. And then also, again, just like you muted the higher strings before, you're going to kind of use your pointer finger to do that. So you're going to be pressing down on just this string right here. And then it's going to be laying across the top of the rest of them. And then it's also going to be pushing into the side of this one. So your pointer finger is kind of doing a lot here. If you're not able to do all of that, that's okay. It's not too big of a deal. It's not a deal breaker. Just try to play it. And if it doesn't sound as good as you want, as you keep on practicing, it's going to sound better. So it's just how it goes. So, okay. So this is going to be your second chord that you're going to be playing. Okay. So you play this one, first one. Oh, sorry. So I was playing on the wrong spot. You're going to be playing on the 5th and the 7th actually up here. So it'll be the second dot and the third dot up here. Okay. And when you do that one, really, you probably should be playing with a pick. I don't really use a pick too much. I probably should use it more. And I don't have one on me right now, or else I probably would be using it. But if you don't have a pick, you're just going to use your hand. You're going to use the back of your hand and the thumb. And you're going to go down, up, down. You're going to go down, up, down. So you go. And then you're going to smack again, okay? Then this next part's really easy because you're not going to be moving your fingers at all or up and down the frets. All you're going to be doing is just transitioning them all to those first 3 strings again. So they were on the second, third, and fourth right here. You're going to put them onto the first, second, and third right there. Okay? That's all you're going to be doing. So you go. Let me show you again. You'll be going. Okay, now you just move it over and you go. Smack. Down, up, down. You'll do the down, up, down again. Okay? Okay, so that's the first of the song. It's pretty easy, pretty I think doable for most people here. Let's do that. Okay, this is where it starts to get really fun. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing the individual strings, plucking them on these 3 highest strings, okay? And I'll show you how you're going to do it. You're going to press down here. You can do it with whatever finger you want. I do it with my middle finger. And you're going to go, so pluck that high one you're pressing down on 3. And then you're going to pull off. And it's going to be go 3 to 0 when you pull off like that. So you go. Just like that. And then you're going to go to the next string up. And you're going to do the same thing on 3. You're going to go. So you go 3, 0, 3, 0. And then you go to the next string up. So the third string. And you're going to go 2 on your second fret this time. So instead of 3, you're going to be on 2. And this one will be a little bit different, but this one will be super cool. You're going to press it. And I actually sometimes I like to put 2 fingers down on this one. You'll see why. It's because you're going to be bending it. You'll play it, and then you're going to bend it up, bend it back down, and then pull off. So you go. It's kind of weird when you first do it that first time, but the more you practice it, the easier it gets. So you'll be doing this. And then you're just going to play that first part over again, the little part you learned. Okay, here's the next part of the song. After you learn this is all we're going to learn today. This is just kind of the part that everyone knows in Back in Black. That sounds really cool. What you're going to do is you're going to only be playing on these 2 thickest strings. You'll be on 7 with your pinky right here on the second string down. And then with your pointer finger, you're going to be on the 4th fret, so the one right above this first dot. And you're going to be bouncing back and forth between these 2 strings, okay? You're going to start with your pinky one on the 2nd, and you're going to go 7, 4, 7, 5, 7, 6, 7, 7. So your pinky's going to stay, but this string you're going to be just going 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so. And that's pretty much, that's the coolest part of the song. So that's the part that we're gonna learn. That's gonna be this lesson right here. So that's all I have for the lesson. Let me show you again, just play it for you one more time so that you can go through it, okay? Okay, hopefully you enjoyed it. Let me know if you got any questions or anything, but that's Back in Black by ACDC. Again, if you only have an acoustic guitar, it's going to sound great on your acoustic guitar. So don't worry about that. Okay, thanks.